say what's on my mind.
Who you know got it like that? Who you know really make rappers get laughed?
If you work 40, 50, 60, and even 70 hours per week, I don't want you guys to think that weight loss is just gone, okay? Because today's video, we're gonna be breaking down how you work 50 plus hours a week and you can still lose weight. It's still achievable, but it's achievable underneath the right system and the right game plan. A lot of people think that in order for me to work these long hours, like the time has to be perfect. I have to bring on fitness as a full-time job. I can't prioritize anything else in my life. It just has to be the gym and that's it. And that's just the furthest from the truth. But we're going to break down today exactly why that's the furthest from the truth and what you can do to make sure that you can still work these long hours and still lose weight at the same time too. Okay? So, first things first is going to be stop trying to train 6 days a week. Okay? Stop trying to train 6 days a week. When you're trying to train that much in volume, it's an unsustainable system for you. Your life is too unpredictable. You have too many different things going on. Work may be catching up to you. It's too much. Instead, find a system that actually works for you. For a lot of the clients that I work with, they don't implement working out 6 days a week because it's unrealistic, right? First, you may need at least 2 days to rest and recover properly. Like I know for myself, I need at least 2 days to rest and recover properly in order to then get back to, how I was working out. So if you're working 50 plus hours a week, going to the gym 6 days a week is just going to be too taxing and too challenging onto your body. So find something that works for you. A lot of my clients, the most that they'll work out in a week is 4 days out the week, giving them 3 days off to relax and recover. So you have to find a system that truly aligns and works with your schedule, your body, and your goals. And you don't need to work out 6 times per week in order to make that goal achievable. You can get by with just doing 3 to 4 times per week. You can get amazing results by working out 3 to 4 times per week. Second, your diet has to be bulletproof and it has to be simple as well too. You can't out train a bad diet. You can't out train a bad diet. So pretty much what that means is your diet is going to encompass 70% of your total transformation. So if you're training consistently but you're still not seeing results, it's because of your diet. Your diet is not well equipped with the proper macronutrients, everything needed in order for you to lose weight. So you may go to the gym consistently, but you still look the same. You've got to lock in your diet. You've got to be able to hone in on your macros, your calories, and that's going to be able to really bring you out. It's really going to help to bring your physique out, okay? But on top of that, if every time you're eating, you're door dashing or you're grabbing something from the cafeteria or you're it's very last minute type of thing, you're not setting yourself up for success. Of course it's going to be hard to lose weight. You don't know, you don't have a game plan for yourself. Now, I'm not saying that you have to have the most elaborate meal plan and you should be in the kitchen cooking all the time because that's the furthest from the truth, but you truly have only two options at this point if you really want to lose weight. Like, I'm cutting through all the bullshit, okay? Don't do keto, don't do intermittent fasting, don't do any of these things. Vegetarian, vegan, don't do any of these things, okay? Unless you have some type of like allergic condition and like you really have to have your meal plan tailored. You guys, figure out what your macros are, figure out what your calories are, and then create a meal plan based around that, okay? Create a plan based around that. So, for example, one thing that I'll do is I'll either meal prep my food out for the whole week, or during the week, let's say I run out of something and I'm on the go and I don't have time to like go home and cook up anything, I'll go buy some meal prep at a store, like an actual like meal prep container that has food inside of it and you just throw it in the microwave and heat it up. I'll buy meal prep from an actual store that sells them and allows me to hit my calories and stay on track without going too far over, and I'm still making progress with my goals. Like I did this literally yesterday. I was working the whole day, didn't have time to like really stop and fix up any food, so I skipped 2 meals. But that's almost like, I'm gonna say 1,000 and something calories that I was missing. So instead of just going and grabbing McDonald's or whatever the quickest thing was, I stopped and I went to this meal prep place. I grabbed 2 meals from there, and it kept me on track of my calories, my macros, because I'm tracking that on my fitness pal, and I was able to still keep my results going. Okay, third point is going to be, you have to prioritize your protein. Protein does so many numerous things for your body that a lot of people don't really realize. Yes, it helps to build muscle, but one of the biggest things it does is it speeds up your metabolism, because the more muscle that you build, the more your metabolism starts to work, right? Your metabolism is trying to feed your muscle. So it's going to require food, so it's going to be burning more on your body than what you have, okay? So in order to get to that point, you have to make sure you're prioritizing your protein. So what I always recommend is take your goal desired body weight. So if you weigh 240 pounds and you want to get down to 180, you want to take 180 times 1, and that's the amount of protein that you need to be eating in a day. Okay, this is going to allow you to set yourself up so that your body starts to produce and build muscle, get your metabolism going, so you're building muscle and losing fat. Now, some good protein choices that you guys can choose from: you have turkey, you have chicken breast, you have Greek yogurt, you have ground beef, you have steak, you have, the list is endless. And if you guys want a list, comment me down below and I'll send you over a whole food list of different protein, carbs, and fats that you can eat from. But protein is going to be super, super important. It's also going to help you feel satiated as you're losing weight. The more that you can feel satiated, the more that you can have that more full feeling, you are going to lose weight quicker. Okay, this is going to help to curb you from the cravings and all the different type of stuff that you're going to experience. Fourth thing, and this is going to be probably one of the most underrated things that I mentioned on today's list, and that's going to be, get your steps in. Get your steps in. Your steps are, you guys, are going to be so important. So important. Okay? The more that you want to burn more than you consume. So if you eat 2,000 calories per day, burn 2,500 calories, right? Now, a lot of those calories burned are going to be through just your total daily calorie expenditure, okay? That's just like eating, sleeping, walking, breathing, picking something up, all those little motions, it expends calories. So, of course, we don't know exactly what those numbers are going to be because you don't have a tracker set up on your body to like calculate all that. But we want to try to produce more things in our life that can cause us to burn more calories naturally, right? So one of those best ways of doing that is getting your steps in. All right, when you get your steps in, you guys, you are burning more calories. You're taking more steps. You're increasing your activity, okay, which is putting you more into a deficit without having to take away food, okay? So this is going to be really, really important. And I tell people, like, if you're, look at what your step count is already, because a lot of people, they're at like, naturally in the day, they're only getting like 2,000 to 3,000 steps. Like, I sit down at my desk a lot, so like I naturally only get like 2,000 steps in a day. So going from like 2,000 to like 15,000 in one day can be a little bit unrealistic, hard to achieve, right? So what I always tell people is like, slightly increase your step count as the weeks go by. So the first week, if you're sitting at 2,000, then increase your step count to 3,500 for the next day. Do that for a whole week, and then once you master that, then do 4,500, right? Because you're gonna start to find ways where you can get more steps in, right? And we want to be able to gradually increase those steps as the weeks go by, rather than just throwing yourself at it. Okay, so that's gonna be the fourth thing: get more steps in. This is probably this is gonna be super, super important. Have a plan for busy days. Have a plan for busy days. A lot of people don't have a plan for when it gets busy. They're kind of letting the day dictate their life. You guys have a schedule, have a plan, know exactly what to do, have a backup plan for the backup plan, okay? If you know that you like to go to the gym 3, 4 times throughout the week, but you also work a very demanding job that causes you to stay and work longer, or you're running a business so that you're not, you're not able to really, uh, have as much free time. Like sometimes, like something may happen, you got to go up and attend it. Okay, have a backup plan. And if you know you can't make the gym, maybe have an alternative workout set that you do at home. Right? You have a pair of dumbbells, you have a pull-up bar, you have resistance bands, whatever it may be. Equip yourself with the proper tools so that you set yourself up for success. You can cover every sixth thing. A lot of people will begin their journey, and within a week or 2 weeks they expect to have lost 20 pounds. You guys, this is truly going to be a non-ending, a lifeless journey, right? Like you're going to go through different highs, lows, body recomps, needing to refeed, all these different things that is going to change how you look, change how you feel. It's going to be a process, right? It's going to be a complete process. Like I have some clients that may lose like 5 pounds in the first week. Some clients that may gain weight, but their body looks different within the first week. So everybody's body is going to be different. And I think that leads to another point, right? Like when you see other people's results, don't expect those results for you, right? Because your body's an organism. It's a machine. It's a mechanism. It adapts and it changes. So what worked for somebody else may not necessarily work for you, and that's okay. But you cannot expect to see amazing results within the first week, the first month, you guys. It takes time. But the more diligent you stay, the more that you just keep putting in the reps, keep showing up, keep eating the healthy foods, the more you're going to see results happen. Okay, the more you're going to see results happen. So that will conclude today's video. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in. If you guys got value from this today, if you guys got value from today's video, hit that subscribe button down below.